How you doing? Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Green Thumb. Today's project, we are canning Blue Lake green beans, and they are beautiful. I've got a whole sink full right behind the camera. I've got some draining in the drain board. Now, before we get any further into this, just so you know, you have to pressure can green beans, okay? So that's what we're doing. We're pressure canning. Got it all on the stove. I've got a big pot of water because for this, all you need are your beans, your water, and some salt. Super easy, but you got to pressure can them. So, I'm dripping some of the beans out that are sitting in a strainer because I just washed them. We're gonna cut them up into, give or take 2-inch lengths. We're gonna stuff quart jars, which are in my oven. They're already washed. They're sitting at 170 degrees on the oven, keeping sterile. So we're gonna chop the ends off of those beans. We're gonna cut them into the right proportions. We're gonna fill a bowl, and then we're gonna just start going through it. Now, the tricky part is I'm going to do 10 quarts, but you can't fit 10 quarts in a 23 quart Presto canner, or pressure canner by Presto. So I'm gonna have to do 2 rounds. So we're just gonna run through this real fast. So if you guys are new here, smash that subscribe button. We're gonna be doing all kinds of things like this all the way right through harvest. I'm gonna show you how to put all your food away for long-term storage. Good? Good. All right, smash it, go. Okay, good, let's do this. So here's basically the plan. With your green beans, right? I'm sure you guys are familiar. You've got your little tail end and you've got your little end where it hooks onto the stem, right? So basically all we're gonna do is we're just going to cut the tops off in preparation. We're gonna throw them in the jar, in the bowl, and then we're just gonna work through this big pile of beans here. And then I've got about the same amount behind me. And then once we have a full bowl, right, of them prepped, then I'm just gonna go back through and I'm gonna cut them up into sections, roughly, whoop, hit the tripod, roughly that long, all right? So you guys don't really need to see that process. You know what we're doing. Wash your beans, cut the tops off, cut them into, 1.5 to 2-inch long sections. They look so nice, eh? All right, I'm gonna get to this. I have about 10 pounds of beans to do. Okay, this is the easy part. I just took these out of the oven. They're hot. Get your funnel, get your beans, and just start filling your jars. Just like that. I'm using pints or quarts because I like having that much beans on hand. Plus I have lots to do. You can use pints as well. We're looking for 1 inch of headspace in the jars with our beans. So we're going to start off with 5 jars. Just like that. All right, I'll finish this part up and I'll be back in a minute. So we're getting close. We got them all filled. Now what we want is 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Don't use iodized salt, okay? 1 teaspoon per. And salt is optional, guys. You don't have to use salt. If you guys are on a sodium reduced diet or high blood pressure or whatever, you don't have to put salt in. But I'm putting salt because it makes it taste better. Next, we are going to start adding water. Need my funnel. Get your canning funnel because it just makes things better that way. Less mess. I like to use a big, heavy measuring cup. And all we have to do is top them up to, we're looking for 1 inch of headspace. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of water in and then I'll do some measuring and top it up at the end. On a side note, I already have the pressure canner warming up. It's not boiling, but she's warming up. As I pour water all over the floor. All right. Get rid of this for now. Take your debubbler. Give it a good old debubble. Get the air bubbles out of there. Don't use metal for this. Use plastic or wood. Okay, now that we've got them debubbled, we're going to use, on the end of your tool, these are measuring increments. The 1 inch is the last one. Just put it on your jar like that and top it up with water until water touches the bottom corner. Just like this. Yep, too much in that one. I gotta take some out. See, not hard. If you add too much water, guys, it's really easy to take it out. Just get a spoon, just take some out. I'm doing this on a baking sheet to contain all the mess anyways. Thor, be quiet, please. I'm filming. Everybody in the house. Thor, quit. Apparently he's telling me a story. Any of you guys have dogs that just talk trash all the time for no reason? That's Thor. He talks a lot. Here we go. We got our 1 inch. That out of the way. Now all we're going to do is we're going to put the lids and rings on, not too tight, and then we're going to get them in the pressure canning. Always make sure you have the trivet in the bottom. That's the thing you're seeing down there with the holes in it. So we're just going to load these jars up. Good? Good. Put your lid on. And now we're going to crank up the heat until this thing is pouring steam out of here for 10, and then once it's pouring steam, we got to set a timer and we want that to be blasting steam for 10 minutes. So you can really crank your heat up here and get this thing rocking. We'll be back. Okay, you see that blast of steam? That's what we're looking for. Now we set our timer for 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes is up. You have to know how much weight you're putting on here. I'm at 10 pounds. I have my 10-pound jiggler. Gonna put it on. And now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch that climb. And right before it hits 10 pounds, I'm going to turn the temperature down. Okay, you don't want to keep it full blast rocking and roll until it hits 10 because it's going to go way past 10. So you basically want it to get close to 10 and then just slowly knock on 10 when you're adjusting your temperature gauge. When you get to 10 pounds or whatever weight or whatever pressure you're at based on your height from the ocean, right? That's when you start it, and we're doing this for 25 minutes, I think. Okay, we just hit 10 pounds. See, little jiggler's gonna start jiggling. The 10-pound weight. For those of you who are using a Presto 23-quart canner, you can actually call Presto, and they will send you a jiggler for free, just like that, okay? Just a bit of advice. Okay, so we're just creeping past 10, no big deal. For those of you new to pressure canning, I've turned my heat from high to 7.5. If that gauge goes below 10, you have to start your time all over again. So I'm gonna set my timer for 20 minutes and I'm gonna give this thing a couple of minutes to just adjust now that I turned the temperature down, and we're going for 25 minutes. We hit the 25-minute mark. Now we have to let this naturally depressurize. So all we do, heat off, and we just let this completely chill out. That's a lock, and that is held up by pressure. When the gauge hits 0, that lock will fall down, and then and only then are we going to open this. And don't pull that off the top or it's going to get real interesting real fast. I love this part. We've depressurized, right? Nothing left. Put that over here. I'm going to pop the lid. Ouch. That's hot. Hot. All right, now. Oh yeah, great. That's called siphoning. So I'm going to get these out of here. That siphoning happens sometimes. Oh, they look good. Look at that, still boiling. Don't touch those jars, whatever you do. Okay, you ready? Let's see here. That looks pretty good, eh? So now these are going to sit here for till tomorrow, and then they will get stickers and they'll go down into the pantry. You guys want a closer look? Hang on. Yes, 5 more jars of beans to add to the pantry, and there's lots more beans on the plant. So, and I have more in the fridge. I'm hoping by the end of the season I'm going to have, give or take, 20, 25 of these jars. We'll see. So that's it for this episode. Easy guys. Water, salt, beans, and that's all you need to put these things away. You gotta have a pressure canner. You can't water bath can them. It's not safe. I will drop the recipe for this in the description. And like I said, it's really simple to make. Pressure can your quarts for 25 minutes. And then, you know, you have beans in your pantry for long-term storage. That's what it's all about. So I hope you like this one. Please share it out. We're getting to that time of year where everybody's harvesting beans, and I bet a lot of people are wondering what they're going to do with the big ass baskets of beans that they're picking. So grow good food. Have a great night. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Talk to you later. Bye.